Right, Land Rover Freelander 2, door lock, rear door lock, central door locking. So you've got your flash remote, you lock it, boop, and the rear door still opens, or not. Or it doesn't unlock when you press the unlock. It's more than likely that your rear door central locking actuator is on its way out or gone. This is your rear door actuator. So you might recognize this bit. This is where it goes in and closes. And then there's all sorts of wires and cables and electrical contacts. And these do, on Land Rover, disappointingly, fail from time to time. Now, it's quite a big job to do it, and the garages charge quite a lot of money. And there is a video on YouTube of how to do it, but I think we could do a better video. So we are going to do a video to show you how to do this, start to finish. So let's get on with the door card, and then we'll have a little break, and I'll show you the whole, I've got a whole door mechanism-y thing there. And so we'll try and make it as clear as we can. You'll need a plethora of tools. Nothing too serious though. Some Torx drivers, some normal screwdrivers, some masking tape, nothing, no weird
crazy
special tools or anything. Right, let's do this, Tyler. We ready?
Yep.
Deep breath. Right. Oh, there we go. We've only just put this back together. We have practiced this. So unlike our normal videos, we might have a bit of an idea. Shall that give us more light or less light? Right.
That's good.
The light's not going to be great on this video. We are going to try and make it as clear as possible. Right, have I got the table in your way, Tyler? Right, let's start by removing this cover here. So that, you can get a little screwdriver or trim tool in behind here. Honestly, you can. There you go, and that pops off, okay? Little screwdriver, just pop it off. It's got some clippity snappy things at the top and the bottom there. Right, we're winning, Tyler, we're winning. Screwdriver.
4 screws.
4 screws. So these two are shorter than those two, right? So we tried to colour the head of these in orange. So if you have a little peek in there, you might have to grab the torch, Tyler, as well to help with some of this. He's going to go and run off and grab a torch. Filming and grabbing. Right, you can't. Oh, look at that. Right, oh, there we go. Look. Right, you'll see what I mean. So these are the shorter ones. It will come in handy when you put it back together. We would never get such things wrong, would we, Tyler?
No.
We always remember exactly where they go. Right, let's have a look if I can. Sometimes it's difficult to sort of tease them out, and they end up sort of. There you go. You can leave them in there; they'll pop out with the door card. So that's the shorter ones. Right, and then I'm down here. You're keeping up with me, Tyler?
Just about.
We've had our lunch. We're all ready to go. Come on, we can do this. We can do this.
Full of pork.
Full of pork? Mm. What did I have? I had lentil soup. All veggie today, see? Oh, right, so let's have a look, just to show we're not lying. Short one's in the door grab, long one's in the bottom of the pocket there. And then the last long one, he's hiding behind here, isn't he? Am I gonna, yeah. You might need a little screwdriver to flick them out if your car hasn't been undone 100 times. And then you'll see a little, but your screw will be black, obviously, because we colour everything in orange.
Yeah, that's the point. Everything's in orange there.
Oh, everything's going to be orange on this car. People are going to buy it years to come. Why has this car got orange screws? Some sort of weird colour coding on screws you can't see. A collector's car. That one on YouTube. Right then, there we go, 4 screws. Right then, we're winning now. Right, now we've got to rip the door card off, haven't we, Tyler?
Yep.
So we've got the 4 screws there, we've got, right. So, the door card obviously is gonna, so you want to put your knee against there and then give this a, like that, oh, I've broken something, Tyler. No, he's just fallen out, he was a bit malformed. Might be a wise precaution to buy a couple of these. I'll get Tyler to look up the part number and put the link in it. There you go, put the link, or just put it in the comments field.
Oh, no.
Down there, Tyler.
Oh.
Right. Here you go, he's done that. Right, now that'll get the most of it, and then it sort of hinges about this top bit then. Now this top bit comes off this way, but steady now, easy now, because if you pull too hard, we got loads of cables and wires coming off, haven't we, Tyler?
Yeah.
So we need to be a little bit gentle, just calm. Right.
Just
then.
calmly,
Calm it down.
but with force.
There you go. Look at that. See? Right. There you go. Right. Now
Right. Now this is a tricky bit.
This is the tricky bit. Right. Now we'll have a rummage in here. I'm trying to think what's going to give me the... I'm going to have to do this cable first, aren't I? So you'll see this cable coming down here. And basically you've got to pull the end of it where it meets the door away. Right? And then it should come apart. Now I'll try and show... I'll show you this off the door. Oh, there he is, there. And then I've got a... that gives you a little bit more room. And then we've got a push on that bit in behind there. Where my finger's going to go.
There's a tab.
There's a tab.
On the wrong side.
On the... Go on. There we go. Right, now. Right, so what do we have there? We are... Now, I'm just going to undo this. So you see that little cartridge there? He sits in and the two lugs. And the cable goes towards this little side here, look. Because it sits in there. And what I did first was just pull that out like that. But then it's still trapped in here. So I'm going to show you what... Actually, I'll show you when I've got the rest of the door card off. Right, so we've got... depending on the spec of your car, you're going to have more or less connectors than I've got on here.
All the connectors should be straightforward.
Little orange press there and push that one back. See where Tyler's made it orange? Right.
I forgot about that.
Forgot about that, even that. Right, and this one here you can't see, but there's a little bit on the top here you've got to press with your thumb. Again, there's a little pressy bit there. If they're not coming, you haven't pressed the springy bit right. So what was going on here? So basically, when you put it back together, that tucks it out. The light was open. I know you got the camera. You know better than me, Tyler. Right? And then that goes round there and clips in there. So to release it, I have to get my little pinky from underneath while pulling on that top bit, and that releases that. And that's when that cable came away. So we'll put that back together in a minute.
You may find a screwdriver easier than a finger.
Door card off. That's time for a cup of tea normally, but we've got to push on. But you've done well. Make yourself a cup of tea now. Right. Right, let's take some more of this apart, so I'm all fired up. Right, let's have this
Speaker off.
speaker off. Now that ain't happening for me, Tyler.
Oh, you need
I need a Torx.
T15.
A little one. That little one, right? T15. Right, I have used a plethora. Right, so that's a T15, and there's 3 of these little ones. Right, and what's the spacing in degrees then, Tyler? If there's 3 of them around a circle, you have any good of this?
360 divided by 3.
3, yeah. 120. 3 of them. Oh.
I had to try and remember what degree it actually was.
Right then.
So
there you go, you can have those,
maths.
Tyler. Little love gift for you. Right.
2 little...
Now, so we've got a little thing here, a little connector again. I think we've got some pushing in bits to do on that. I'm going to pull it out the door, but there's 3 little pegs as well, isn't there, Tyler? So we've undone the screws. There's still a little, these little pegs, like locating pegs. Right, let's have a look why this connector's not come out. I think. Oh, there you go. Hang on. Right. Now, right. Why are we taking the speaker out? Because we need to get in here and undo a clip later. You'll see. We need to get and have a rummage in there later.
Later.
In fact, probably pretty much now. Right. Right. Before we get any further, go any further. Masking tape. Right. Now we have got to take this panel here off, and when we take this panel here off, this is connected to the window. So we do not want the window dropping. We're going to be in all sorts of pickle. Oh, nearly sneezed. Can't do that, Tyler. Right,
It's not allowed anymore.
I'm also going to... Yeah, come have a look at this side. Come around this side. I reckon I'm half on the window rubber there and half on the glass. Actually, I'm going to tape it. It's just to stop it falling on my head when I'm under there.
Put as much on as you want.
You fill your boots. Right, good. Right, now, are you ready to undo those other bolts, Tyler?
Yes, we are.
What size are these? Maybe that
They
size?
are 10 mil.
10 mil. There's any particular order to do them in? I don't think so.
No. because it's held in place anyway, as we'll find out.
Right then, 2 nuts at the top there. It's just like me and you, Tyler. Right, we're going. 2 flange nuts. We do like a flange nut.
Yours will not be orange.
Ah, actually, Tyler, I need that Phillips screwdriver. I got it here. Right then, let's take this. So this is the door control ECU that controls all the central lockiness. He piggybacks on the window motory bit. We'll have him off. There was 3 of those, weren't there?
One at the bottom.
Down there somewhere. Oh, can't get that though. Right, we're doing this. Oh, we're doing this because Ben's car, Ben that works for us, does all our photography and everything. So those 3 little screws there. Yeah, got those. Have a look at those. His car has had the central locking fail. And I said, I'll do that, I'll have a look at it. But it scared me too much, so we decided to do it on our project car, even though ours isn't broken. I hate working on other people's cars.
Scary.
Scary. Because I'm aware of my own limitations.
Normally the sound of a clip breaking isn't too bad, but...
People write to us, I'll bring you a car, can you fix it? I'm like, seriously, haven't you watched the videos? Haven't you watched how many things we've broken? How tight do you do these up for me, Ty? You're trying to make me look rubbish.
Oh, I just hand tied them, haven't they?
Yeah, yes. Right, okay, right. Now we may have to swap places now, I reckon, do you, Tyler?
Yeah.
To do that, right. So
I'll
that's all sort of loose. Right.
Sorry.
Right then.
So that's being held in by what these 2 flange nuts were on.
Studs. 2 studs. Maybe we're more like 2 studs than 2 nuts, Tyler. Who knows? Right. Now behind here, we'll have a look at it. There is the window goes in. I'll do an animation here, Tyler. Look. You reckon you can see it?
It's that. Oh god.
Right, I'll do the animation. That's what. Right, what you've got is you've got your glass, and it sits in a plastic clip. But the plastic clip's got a little peg on it like that goes into a hole in the window. So we've got to pull that back, and then we can slide the window, or well, the window stays where it is, and then we can drop it down. Is that a good little animation?
Yeah.
I could do like finger puppet. A little dog and everything. Right, let's have a go time. Right, you get back in there. You were doing well in there. Come on, back in the back seat.
Oh, that was a bit blurry.
Right then.
We'll get a better view of it when more of it's out.
Yeah. So, right, so I've got to pull that car out that far side. Good. Oh, here we go. Give it a wiggle. I think I'm off. I'm off. That's it. Right, here we go. Right, now can you see that, Tyler, now? So it's that little plastic clip there. And how can I turn it round? Actually, I might have to take it off. There you go. Can you see that there? The little...
Yeah.
And then there's a hole in the window.
A little tooth.
A peg. Right. Now all that... We can't get this out. Well, not able to. We don't need to. We just drop it down there. Right. We're all good. Right, we're going to take this out next, aren't we, Tyler?
Yep.
So this cable runs... Actually, now's a good time. Let's take a breath, Tyler.
Let's have a coffee.
Right, let's have a look. Right, join us at our coffee table. Right, what have we got here? So this is the whole central door locking mechanism thing. This is the internal door pull that's on the interior door card. We've taken that bit off already. And this is the cable we're going to try and thread out now. And this goes to the door lock that's on the edge of the door. And this is where the door closes. This bit is exposed. There's then a secondary cable that comes down onto the door handle. So you've got 2 cables. Now, some people try and... This is the bit we're trying to change. This cable's easy because it comes off. We can take that off any time. Well, that's all going to come out with this. The debate here to be had is whether, if you're Mr. Tickle, you can get your hands up here. You've got to then rotate this, pull this out, and disconnect this, all blind, all in the door. Or do you take out this whole door handle assembly and do it all? You can sort of pretty much do it on the bench then, can't you, Tom?
Yeah.
So we are going to show you how to take out pretty much this whole setup. You can then swap the cables over on the bench and come to the door. So I think it's a little bit more to take off. We'll show you how to do it. It's not a big deal. And you can do it all calmly and slowly without having to get frustrated up inside the door. Right, back to the... That was a short coffee break. Right, so we are going to push this grommet in. There. Right. Now this cable is quite
Tough.
stiff. You don't want to kink it too much, but you can just gently kink it round, he says. Oh, blimey. And then pull him down. Try not to kink it. That grommet got stuck. That grommet's got stuck on something there. Right, there you go. There's a second little, there's like a double. There's a second, right. So we've got all that. Right, that's good. Now, we're going to have a go at taking out the door cut.
T30.
How am I doing, Tyler?
Doing good. All one take. So far.
So far.
Dos.
Right, now these are all the same, aren't they?
Stubby little things. Yeah, they're all the same.
Countersunk bolts. Screws are you, technically called.
Oh, I get confused in
Oh,
terms.
it's all falling apart.
That's what we want.
That's what we want, actually. Correct. Right. So what you'll now notice, we haven't had to get up inside or anything yet, and it's all loose and attached to this cable. But it can't come out now. The only thing keeping it in now is the short cable. So that's now all flopping around inside the door, whichever way round it goes, because this is off the other side. What we've now got to do is we're going to take this door handle off. Now, right, there's a bit of a process to this. Right, the first thing we're going to do is take off this little bit. Now, this has got one broken, but can you see that orange bit there? What I'm going to do, sorry Tom, I'm trying to reach past you, is we are going to reach through the door and we are going to just try to flick that little crook out, which should allow us to remove that bit.
Piece.
Okay, so we'll do all this on the car, but I just wanted to show you 'cause it's easier to see. So we then remove that bit. Right, now make sure the door handle's in the closed position, not open. We will then slide the door handle that way, and it goes with quite a force. There you go. Right,
Good workout.
good work. Right, and that comes off, and you'll see what you've got is you've got a little sort of retainer there. You might even better spring that to make it a bit easier, but I'm just powerful. What can I say? Oh, I did that. Right. Right, so there you go. That goes in there. Right, and then there's a little screw we've got to undo from the inside, and a little screw we've got to undo from the outside, and then we'll better sort of take all this out the door like this, and then we'll better bring it onto the table. So that's the plan. Right, let's get that little bit off first, shall we, Tyler? Now,
So we had it.
now. What we managed to do before was I managed to put this light up inside the door, and it's got some tricky little magnets on it. Let's see if I can get that positioned somewhere. And then we should, if I got my head out the way, did I colour those in, Tyler? No, I didn't colour them in. Right, but I should. If you go and gently pull on the outside, what you can do is you can go in through it. You can see the two little, you want to have a little poke in there? I'll highlight, if you get it there, Tyler, I can put the little,
that's it.
I can put the little edit when I edit the
Yeah.
video, the little arrows, right? Okay. And I can just press those down while you get your glamorous assistant to, alright, that's the top one I've done there, right? Right?
Yeah.
And there we go. Hold on, don't pull too hard. Alright, try that, right? Oh, no, push it back again, it's gone too. Let's try the bottom first, hold on. Right, try the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah? Right, there you go, that's the top. Yeah, you could have that. That should, it catches on that gasket sometimes.
One-handed.
One-handed, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there you
he's
go. He's out. Right, and then wiggle him, hinge him round, whoop, like that. So that's how that catches on there. And you can see those little, you got those? Those
Yeah.
little spring clips. And it's the outside you're pushing on. So like if I squeeze those in there,
two
that's the
little ears.
action that you're, right, that's that done. Right, what shall I grab next, Tyler?
We need the tiny one.
Tiny one. Here you go, 7mm. Right, and then we can undo that one.
Got to love an odd number.
Nothing difficult so far, is it?
No.
We're getting all right.
I think the difficult bit was figuring it out in the first place.
We've done that. Right, he's a funny looking screw. He's all on his own. He's like a weird, yeah, right? Right, okay.
Now,
Right, now...
with some strength and audacity.
Yes. Now, yeah, I was going to say, you've got to be careful when you're doing all this if you close your door, but we've got no door lock on it at the moment. Right, here we go. Right, so I'm pushing that way. One, but don't open it, because if you open it, the bit here engages and you can't slide it. It needs to be fully closed. 1, 2, 3. Right here. There you go. Alright, and then that will wriggle out of there. You've got to open him up. So there we go, that's that little catchy bit. Everyone knows what they're doing now. This is the demo. Right,
Now we've got
the
some
last bit, Tyler.
gaskets.
I haven't done this bit, Tyler. You did this bit, didn't you? So we've got the Torx to undo in here, haven't we?
Is
Is it behind this grommet here?
No.
No.
It is. You'll be able to see it.
Ah, yeah, I can see it in there. It looks like it's... Right, well, if you push from outside, it's easier... From inside, it's easier than... You can take those out without...
I didn't notice that.
Oh, no, it's pro. I can save them... Save a few. Right, have you got a... I'm not going to get that through, am I, Tyler? You got the...
No, we need to get a long one.
A long one. Right, so there we go. We're going to go in here. We've got a Torx T25 screwdriver, and you can see that in there.
Dead on.
Dead on, yeah. Let me get my head in there. Oh, he's just going to reach.
It's quite a long one.
He is. Right, yeah. There you go. Right, and you want to grab that, otherwise he's going to drop inside, isn't he?
Yep.
Right, now. What was that? Was the cap falling off this time? Yeah, I bet you that little cap fallen off.
It has fallen off.
Right.
That little...
Now,
I'll have to show you where that came from.
Yeah. Right, okay, here we go. Right, so that's that out, right? Now, this screws into that. Okay, and that, I'll show you where that was. Right, and what we need to undo that. What do I do with that screwdriver? There, I got it. Right, so this took us ages to work this bit out. That bit was jammed in there. Now, to take this whole assembly out, you have to slide it. I'm going to get this right. Yeah, slide it forward. And that is stopping you doing that. And that screw is coming from the inside and fixing that. So what you have to do is you have to get your little screwdriver in here. And it took some working out, didn't it? Both physically and mentally working it out. Right then. So that's your little, that's the secret. Right. Now nearly ready. Right. So we're ready to push the whole mechanism, that whole bit that you can see inside, and he's half loose. And we were huffing and puffing and squeezing. And we realised you've got to press on this little bit of plastic that we've painted orange here. So I'm going to push there, just like that, and then I'm going to just push in with that. That's where I slip and damage the paintwork. Yeah, just push. There we go. Whoa, look at that. Easy as that. When you know how. Right.
Door handle.
Now, door handles, 4 counters. Right then. Where am I going to put this light? You know? Ain't going to stay anywhere, right? You got enough light there, Tyler?
Yeah.
Right, now everything should be on the end of this cable now.
Ready to come out. No, there'll be one more connector.
There's an electronical connector, isn't there?
There
you
is.
can see him there. And where's the release on this one? Oh, he's on the end. He's a weird bit. He's on the bottom. So I've got to press on that. I can see him coming apart. Oh. Actually, give me that big screwdriver on the floor next to you, Tyler. Right, I'm just gonna give him a little helping hand there. Look, that's a trick, isn't it? Right, that's that.
Okay.
Right, the electronics is off. He should now come to mummy. Look at that. Right, here we go.
You just got to get it out.
You just work out your own way, but it's no drama, is it? No drama. We got this. He's got himself caught around there. Right. It's not impossible at all. Right.
There he is.
That is it out. Great, brilliant. All sorted. Right. Right, and you've got all your screws. Keep them all tidy. Not like that. Right. Oh.
Can't wait to put it back together.
So, we now have to, because this is what we bought from Land Rover. So that's great, but how do we get it assembled, disassembled, reassembled and put back together? Right. So, let's start with this long cable here. Right. Did we take this one off before, Tom?
No, he stayed on.
Now,
right?
look, he looks like he's been bodged. He's got a cable tie in him there. Right, so first thing we need to do is we'll cable tie that off. I don't know if they come... Oh, look at the other one, Ty. Is this other one the same? Where does it go in now? It confuses me. Right, hold on. There. Yeah, it looks like a cable tie. It is, as you say, Tyler, the best clip in the business. So, right, but it's a lot easier to do this out of the car than in the car.
Oh God, I didn't think we'd do it in the car.
Right, so that's a little cable tie, so you're going to need a cable tie. Right, and then that looks like it... We're freestyling now, aren't we, Tyler?
He's one of those.
He's one of these little naughty ones, isn't he? So they've got this, and it's easier with this white one. Right, you've got these little pins that fire... What is he for that?
Yeah.
For that. And you've got to like...
Oh, he's tougher than the other one.
Oh, there you go. Right, that's one out. I'm going to have to give this to Tyler. Tyler's mastered it. Right, there you go. Tyler's got eyes.
Oh, I think I do.
Compared to me, Tyler, you got... That's the left side out.
One
One side out.
Oh, there he is.
He knows he wants to go. Well done.
Oh.
Right, so that's that out now. And then that other one just clips out of there. So that's obviously holding it into that little, where you got the little green dot. There's nothing actually holding that in. Interestingly.
There's a little that shelf and a cut out for the shelf.
Oh, yeah. Well, so you got to rotate that.
Yeah.
You've got to be at the right
Exactly.
angle, so he will come out. You don't want to be doing that in the car. You really don't want. Right. So that's the one cable, and then that you will refit onto your new one. Okay, that's easy. Right. What have we got going on here? Now this one, we've got the same sort of clip technology here, where you can wrestle that right. You got these. It's harder to see on this one because it's black. Now, what I'm going to suggest is that you buy a new cable. This short cable's only sort of £7 or £10 from Land Rover. And they can break, so if you get a new cable, you get all the clips and you don't have to bother taking all this kerfuffle off your other one. Right, here we go. Right, and this one's interesting because he's got a sort of like a slot on the top there. So he goes in one way. Sorry, we're not videoing this very well. Hold on. I'll move that hand down a bit tight. That's it. He goes in that way and then he twists and he locks. So to get him out, you've got to rotate him up to there. So he's in that orientation. Take him out. And then that is your thing all ready to change. And then put back in the reverse, same as we've just done. Hopefully that will help. I'll try, if you want me to, I'll do one for the front doors. But hopefully that's as clear as we can do it. Good luck with that.